Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever noticed how, sometimes, it's not the grand gestures that make the biggest impression, but the smallest details? Well, that's exactly what happened recently with King Frederik and Queen Mary of Denmark. At a royal event, everything seemed familiar, the smiles, the poise, the grace, and yet, there was something, just a little different. Something that quietly stood out and caught everyone's attention. And when you're a royal, every little thing carries meaning. So, let's set the scene. King Frederik and Queen Mary step into the public eye once again, elegant as ever, calm, confident, and united. But then, sharp-eyed observers noticed a small, unusual detail. It wasn't a major announcement. It wasn't a grand entrance. It was a subtle difference, perhaps a particular piece of jewelry, an unexpected accessory, or even a small gesture, that felt rare, even for Queen Mary. And that one small detail sparked conversation all across Denmark. Because with royals, nothing is ever just fashion. It's communication, silent, polished, and intentional. You see, in the royal world, choices like these are a language of their own. A brooch might honor a country's history. A gown might echo diplomacy. A reworn accessory might signal respect, continuity, or gratitude. So when Queen Mary steps out wearing something we rarely see, people take notice, not just of the item itself, but of what it might say. Was it a nod to tradition? A symbol of solidarity? A quiet statement of identity? Whatever the reason, it reminded everyone just how masterfully Queen Mary balances modernity with royal tradition. And of course, beside her stood King Frederik, composed, steady, and supportive. He didn't need to say a word. Sometimes it's just the way he looks at her, the way he stands, proud, but relaxed, that tells you everything about their partnership. Together, they projected the image of a couple completely in sync, confident in their roles, yet deeply connected as people. Observers noted how Frederik's quiet presence amplified Mary's moment, making it not just about fashion, but about unity, about two monarchs working seamlessly side by side. Now, here's why this moment mattered. In a world where royal duties can feel rehearsed and traditional, this little change, this small flash of individuality, reminded the public that behind the crowns and titles, there are real people. People who communicate through subtlety, who understand the power of symbolism, and who know that even a slight variation in presentation can say, "We see you. We're evolving. We're listening." And that's what makes King Frederik and Queen Mary so fascinating to watch. They're not just carrying on history, they're shaping how it's told. So, what can we learn from this? Sometimes, the most powerful statements don't come from speeches or ceremonies. They come from the quiet details, from a choice that whispers instead of shouts. That day, Queen Mary reminded everyone that elegance isn't about extravagance, it's about intention. And King Frederik reminded us that true leadership often stands just behind, steady, composed, and quietly proud. Together, they turned a simple public appearance into a story that lingered long after the cameras stopped flashing. So next time you see a royal photograph and think, it's just a dress, just a gesture. Look again. Because sometimes, the smallest detail carries the biggest message. Thanks for watching. Please like, share and subscribe my channel.